folks, JD here, and today this is part 1 of my Acro diaries with the Eachine QX-65. Right, so what is the point of this video? Why are you doing this? Well, a lot of videos I keep to myself when it comes to quadcopters, when it comes to learning to fly and getting better and honing my skills. Things I can look at every 3, 6, 12 months and think to myself, yes, I've got better, or actually I need to hone my skills here a bit more, use yaw a little bit less, or use banking a little bit more, you know, things like that, just random examples there. So I thought, as I'm learning Acro, I would do the same, but I would make them public, and I would make them, and I would show you exactly how it is I'm learning to fly Acro in case it helps anyone. Now, this isn't a step-by-step guide, this isn't a beginner guide, this is just how I'm learning myself, and I think it may be of use to yourselves, because there's been times in the past where I've turned around and said, oh, I've tested five of these items, or I've made a couple of videos here and haven't made them live, and I have had quite a few emails saying, make them live. We want to see them. So this is exactly what I'm doing. So this is part 1. This is where we take this up. I've put in a fair few hours at the minute and flying this particular quad, and hopefully it's paid off a little bit when it comes to Acro. So let's find out, folks. Oh, and by the way, this is already pre-configured via Betaflight. I won't be configuring, I'll just be taking straight up. Right, up we go, up we go. So in Acro mode in the QX-65, and it is something that I'm getting to grips with. It is something that I find really enjoyable, and it's this and the want for getting better that is pushing me to continue. Ooh, a little bit of a nice spin there. That is continuing me to fly these. I have an insane amount of fun for these with these little guys, and I thought, as today is so beautiful, it would be really good to don the FPV headset and to take this guy out. And I think on the whole, I don't think Acro is that difficult. I think it's just that once you get a hang for it and once you know exactly how it works, it's the same as everything really, then it just becomes a little bit easier. Oh, as he says, as he downs his quad. But I think on the whole, it is, oh no, disarm. Oh. Now already from this little flight, these motors are really warm. Really, really warm. So, hopefully, I'm not going to blow one again. This is the first flight, by the way, since I changed the motor in the QX-65. Way! And yeah, it's handling, it seems to be handling really well. It seems to be going really well. Those little motors are very inexpensive. I think they were about £3.22 each. Sorry, no, £3.22 for a pack of 2. You have to buy the clockwise and the counterclockwise ones separately. Oh, I love these guys. And they're not loud, they're not screamingly loud, and I appreciate that. I really do. Perfect. Really looking good. Now, I think with Acro as well, it's important that I think for the second where I find it easier, I'm nowhere near a skilled Acro pilot yet, but I do find it a lot easier and a lot easier to get to grips with from a control perspective if I do have a bit of height on the quadcopter when I do come, I thought that was the battery then, when I do come to flip her in Acro, I do find it a lot easier if she is up at an altitude, because then I can control her dips and she's not gonna bottom out and hit the ground. Oh, do you know what? Oh, a little bit of turbulence there. Oh, dropped there too quick. Sorry, little guy, little fella, little woman. Oh, little lady, there we go. Right. Yeah, all in all though, oh, seem to be losing a bit of power. Is this the first battery going? Oh no, seems to be okay. Just seems to hit these pockets where it's just like, you don't get any power, there's no sort of directional power. Oh, bottom out, yeah, that's the battery. I thought it felt a little bit light. And then I was up at the same altitude. I've been performing these other flips and turns, and it kind of just didn't have the power. Okay, that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll just replace this battery, and then we'll take her straight back up and see how she does there. Right, so let's see where these batteries are. Let's turn off the transmitter. Let's replace this one. Perfect. This is the second battery that we've got with her for today. I want to create 2 videos with her today with this, so I've got 2 batteries for the first video and 2 batteries for the second video. Unfortunately, this grass is wet with dew, and it is a little bit annoying, because every time I bottom her out, which is a good reason not to bottom her out, but every time I do, she hits wet grass, and I hate the idea of her hitting wet grass and damaging. Okay, so up we go again. Perfect. Oh, that was my fault, I didn't write her properly. All in all though, for a guy who I put in quite a few hours in Acro, for the time being, not as many as I'd like, but quite a few. Obviously as time goes on, as I have a bit more time, then I will be putting in a lot more hours, and I've got some big surprises coming to the channel from an FPV racing point of view over the next coming couple of weeks, couple of months actually, not just weeks. Right, worth noting as well, as I said, that when I did come to replace this battery, like when I did bottom out the quad, it is worth noting that these motors were extremely hot. I wouldn't say warm to the touch, I would say extremely hot. They really are working overtime, these little things are. So if you are going to buy this and you think about putting in some serious practice, then I would most definitely recommend getting in some spare motors. I mean, they are standard 615 brushed coreless motors, so you are pretty much going to find that they may be mostly interchangeable with a lot of other quads, possibly. Whoa, 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 back up you go. Oh, that was me, wanted to flip and then thought better of it and then stopped her, but she was halfway during the flip. That's a bit silly of me. But yeah, all in all, as I was saying, if you are planning on getting this, like I think I bought best part of, what have I, one for 2 visits, yeah I did, I bought 12, I bought 3 packs, so I bought 12 motors all in all. That should keep me going for a little while at least. Oh, just the absolute speed on these little guys is wonderful. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I hope you've enjoyed this video as well, folks. This has been Acro Diary Part 1. I hope you'll join me for Acro Diary Part 2, as well as other videos as well that I'm doing. If you're new to the channel, hello, say hi in the comments, let me know if you're a new advanced intermediate pilot. I'd love to have a chat with you. Ah, yeah, look at him go. Oop, a little bit too much, bottomed him out, right. I think that's a good point to stop on this. So there we are, folks. Thank you ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy racing.